Hello everyone, welcome to day 3 of Mienshao week. I'm very excited because so far it's been a perfect week, right? We are up 4-0 so far. I really want to get a perfect week with this deck. If I get a perfect week with this deck, I will try to use this deck in a league challenge coming up in 2 weeks, which every tournament is standard format in Mexico, so it'll be very interesting. Now, I did pay attention to the previous screen right now. We are up against 60 cards underscore net, so perhaps we are up against our fellow, well, from someone from that side, actually. Now, a turn 1 red card. Yep, I'm gonna use it. And I'm honestly not entirely sure what I want to use, Tierno or Sycamore. I'm more inclined for Sycamore. Thank you, you too. Good luck and have fun to you too, sir. And let's see here. Tierno, are we at any risk of getting KO'd? I don't think so. So I'm going to choose Tierno this time around. Okay, so not bad. Do I get the Mienshao though? No, another Mienfoo, just to be safe. And I'm not gonna play the Professor's Letter just yet. I'm going to wait, because if we are going to Sycamore next turn, then, which I think we are because we definitely need to Mienshao. But yeah, okay, sorry. I wanna explain. Looks like we're up against Raichu Crobat. Yep, there's the Zubat. So Crobat will be very, very problematic. And there's a Metal Energy, so I'm guessing he's running at least a 1-1 Bronzong line. And so it's unfortunate that we're gonna have to Sycamore away 2 Lysanders, the Equarm we just top decked, and a Versus Seeker, because that means we check out our website, check out my YouTube channel. Oops, check out my YouTube channel. Okay, I was saying it's gonna be very unfortunate that we will not be able to, or we will be down to very few Lysander options, but still. Yep. No. Yep. I'm Tablemon on YouTube. Okay, so focus now. I could do a lot of damage, but is it worth it? I really needed a Mienshao this turn. He didn't do anything, so apparently the red card was very effective. I'm gonna pass the turn for now, see what he top decks. Just gonna say I already know your website and love it, which I do. Okay, so he has Raichu, he has a DCE, which he regrets attaching. He does attach, and he passes. Okay. So I think we are in a pretty good spot. I'm not gonna play my Stadium just yet, and I'm definitely gonna grab a Versus Seeker here. Now we have the KO thanks to Muscle Band and the Strong Energy, and I'm gonna attach. If I attach the Focus Sash to Mienfoo, I will not be able to take a KO on Zubat, but I think I really need to. Now I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna air return for 60 damage. He's gonna need a Lysander on Mienfoo to do anything substantial next turn. So apparently the turn 1 red card is pretty big. Let's see what he gets off of the Trainer Mail, which he top decked, an Ultra Ball. Okay, so for next turn, he's going to be getting a Shaymin. Now, I honestly prefer taking the KO on Zubat this time around. I really do. Because Crobat is much more threatening against this deck than Raichu is. Raichu will be KO'd very easily by any Mienfoo. But Crobats will take a long time. A very long time. And with the Versus Seeker in hand, we can Lysander and take a KO with Hawlucha on the Shaymin is obviously going to be playing. So I'm gonna attach the Focus Sash this time just in case, take the KO on Zubats, and I'm not going to promote Hawlucha. There's no need, absolutely no need, and I really want it for Shaymin. I did get a Karina off of my prices, so I could have gotten the Shaymin. There's the... and he discards the Stadium, which is great for us. Although he doesn't really need Skyfield in play to take KOs with Raichu. But that's fine. Let's see. I think that deck probably does pretty good against Mienshao because of Crobat. Anything with Crobat probably does very good against Mienshao. But the turn 1 red card really, like, we don't know what he had on his hand in the first turn. It could have possibly been a pretty dead hand. But red card ensured, the odds of him having a pretty dead hand were even greater. Okay. Yeah, he retreats to Shaymin. Is he going to attach and KO my Robosub? There's a Sacred Ash, so Crobat is a thing definitely. So I do want to take the KO on Shaymin. I definitely do want to do that. Because it'll get me a lot farther into winning this game. And do I want the Robosub? I think I want the... I could get the Enhance Hammer. But this is tough. I'm glad we don't have to Versus Seeker the Shaymin, so we can save the Versus Seeker for another target in the on the bench. And if he wants to get a KO next turn on Hawlucha, he has to use Raichu to attack. So that means we get a KO with Mienshao. So to ensure we get that other KO, I'm going to get the Muscle Band. Yep. Gonna play these two. I'm gonna counter Stadium because I need that to take the KO. I am going to discard my Robosub, and now I am going to play the other Focus Ash, or do I wait? No, I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna take the KO for another 2 prizes. Now we're gonna have all 4 Mienfoo in play. We have Energy, we have the Muscle Band to take the KO on Raichu, and we're going to be down to 1 prize left. So even if he just uses 1 Crobats for the rest of the game, eventually we will do enough damage to take it out. And we have a Versus Seeker to ensure that if he plays down a Pikachu or potentially a Hawlucha, we'll be pretty safe. Now he uses Golbat to put 2 damage counters on this Mienfoo, so that's the one we are going to use to KO Raichu. There's no need to do it any other way. Yeah, that turn 1 red card was incredible. It was very lucky for us to have it on turn 1, since we only run 1 copy. But it was... We are also running 4 Karinas, so it's not like super out of the question, you know? And just by saying that, 1 copy of Battle Compressor would be pretty good here actually to potentially... Okay, so he retreats and attacks with Golbat. That's very interesting. very, very interesting. I could just Lysander, or I kinda want to use Corina for Enhanced Hammer right now. The most damage I'm going to do to Golbat is 40 right now. Unfortunately, since our strong energy is committed to the Hawlucha. Gonna get another Hawlucha, play it down, gonna make my deck thinner with 2 more Hawluchas. I am going to attach to this, I'm going to attach the muscle band. I am going to retreat and attack with this. Now, do I get the Lysander? That's a big question here. The Lysander or the Enhanced Hammer? I think I'm gonna get the Lysander, just to put him in an even tighter spot. Oh, never mind, I already used Tierno. That was a mistake. No need to attach Focus Sash to a Hawlucha. The only way he's taking a price is either putting the damage counters on here, which I'm fine with, but he knows I have the Lysander. That limits him to not playing down any Shaymin, which I guess kind of hurts us. But if he needs to draw cards to get something other than Crobat to attack, then that's pretty important. He does put the damage on Hawlucha. There's a Bronzor, there's a Pikachu. So what we actually need now is a strong energy. Another strong energy to be able to keep up, to make this a 3-hit KO rather than a 2-hit KO. And of course, we just saw he got the AC, so he has the potential to get it back next turn. And there's the GG. So yeah, that turn 1 red card. Turn 1 red card. We would eventually win, even if we were doing 40, 40, 42 Crobats without strong energy or things like that. It really, he would not be able to do enough damage to us with Focus Sashes, with Hawluchas available and things like that, and with us healing the Mienshaos too, and having the option to get rid of DCEs with our 2 Enhanced Hammers still in the deck. Sorry, apparently we're very talkative in the chat today. So yeah, I don't know if he wants to keep going, but like in the war of attrition, I probably eventually do enough damage to him to get the KO on Crobat. Thank you too. Hope you feature me in your website. Just kidding, guys. Yeah. That was a pretty nice match. Pretty nice match where red card really shone. Let's get right into the second game, shall we? 5-0, guys. 5-0. The perfect week. We are halfway through to a perfect week. Maybe by saying it too much I'm jinxing it, but look at the previous screen. We are up against a lightning, water, colorless deck. What does that mean? Probably Manectric. So, okay, he started with the best possible Pokemon he could have started with, which is Articuno, which has fighting resistance. So that puts us in a bit of a pickle. Fortunately, he will not be able to use Tri-Edge until the next turn. After this one, Yeah, another Mienfoo. Because cycling Mienfoos is what's going to win us the game here. Gonna attach this so it doesn't get lost, and discarding the Sacred Ash is unfortunate, but I can't not draw cards this turn, you know? So, strong energy and muscle band combination is going to be very important here, or else we're only dealing 20 damage to Articuno, which is unfortunate. It's probably still going to be a 3-hit KO anyways, but that is fine. Do I want the Fighting Stadium? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so just pass. Pretty straightforward turn. We fetch more basics. We Sycamore away some stuff. Birch, and he flips Tails, so that's always good. Now, I'm asleep, but that doesn't matter because I can level ball, Mienshao, and wake up right away. Now here, this is a tough question. I think we versus Seeker for Sycamore after playing the Fighting Stadium because Equarm would be pretty important, but Tierno isn't that much and we really need a muscle band or potentially a strong energy, or both would be ideal, and Enhance Hammer is not going to be useful this game. Okay, so I'm not going to play the red card because I know he is stuck. Now I'm going to evolve, and this is the Pokemon I'm going to promote next turn. Attach the focus sash, yeah, like that. And I'm only going to do 20 damage, unfortunately, but by promoting Mienshao, I force him to get 2 heads rather than just 1 to discard the focus sash. And he gets 3 tails, so that's only 40 damage, which is great for us. Not so great because we still don't have a strong energy, and I'm very tempted to... yeah. Gonna get Hawlucha or Mienfoo. Gonna get Hawlucha, but I'm not gonna play it down. And I'm gonna take the risk of using Sycamore. Yep. Now we get the strong energy, which is great. Especially because I kinda want to promote. I really wish we had gotten a robot here. Like, our deck is down to 20 cards. I'm gonna sacrifice Hawlucha this time around because I don't mind him getting 2 prizes. Okay, he does. Wow. What? Okay, so a very nice Shaymin top deck for our opponent. I thought we had the game won next turn, but my reasoning for promoting Hawlucha was I wanted to be able to use this Mienshao with a fighting and with a strong and a muscle band in order to take the KO on Articuno, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Probably should have promoted the Hawlucha with the Focus Sash to prevent that 2 prize scenario. But it's fine. We are still fine here. I'm gonna use Corina to get a Versus Seeker because I can threaten a KO on Shaymin or any Manectric. He's probably never going to play Manectric down. And Glaciate is a thing. I don't need to attach any Focus Sash next turn. I finally get the KO on that pesky Articuno, which already put our opponent 2 prizes up. So yeah, I think actually what I am going to do is Lysander Cure him, because that way he gets at most 1 turn of Glaciate. Yep. That's a threat. And there's the victory. Okay, so our opponent didn't really stand much of a chance because of the weakness, and the water Pokemon were going to go down eventually. That Kyurem EX probably only had 2 Glaciates in it before it went down, and he also started pretty badly. So that's it for today, guys. Another semi-quick episode, but this deck is really working out. We are now up 6-0 this week, so only 4 more games for us to make our first perfect week out of many, I hope. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.